In this really quick video guide, I want to show you a really interesting sculpting tool, which is called Sculpt GL. Now, this is sculpting and painting 3D, so you can work with this, creating characters or assets or other types of objects. You can modify objects created with other apps. Now, if you want to get here, you just need to type on a standard browser, on a browser with the search engine here, just type Sculpt GL. You don't need to do anything else. This is a free application. You don't need to download it, install it, or anything. You can see here, just click on the result. And the website is actually called stefangenia.com/sculptgl/. So this is the actual link. So you can see right here, we are already in the application. So this is a web app. Again, you don't need to download it or install it. It's already on the web, so you just can access, and that's it. Now here you can change the language if you want to change it. So you can see here there are like drop down menus, so you can choose different actions from here. Now if you want to go and just go right away and start to sculpt, you can just go here and click with your left mouse, and this is going to create the character right away. So right now you can see I'm going for like some eyebrows for a face, and this is really fun. And if you have a tablet and with a pen, you can be really more accurate with this. So you can also navigate holding the scroll wheel, or you can scroll the scroll wheel here to navigate around. With the right mouse, you can change and orbit the view. So let's create a nose here. So I'm gonna click. You can see we are working kind of a symmetrical mode. So you can see how easy it is to sculpt things around. And let's add also some other detail. So before we actually continue, I want to show you right away what you have here. So you have this file menu where you can add objects you can import from other software like Maya or 3D Studio Max or Blender. You have different formats that you can import. So you can create your basic mesh in another software and then come here and just work with the sculpting. Even though most of the software at the moment, they have their own sculpting and painting tools, but this is, if you want to do something quick on the web, and it's actually pretty handy. And you can also export once you're finished with all these formats, or you can go in Sketchfab if you want and adjust the mesh and export also the textures that you create if you do painting. And then you have here other menus. For example, you can start a new scene with a cube instead of a cylinder, or with a torus, and other commands. You can also go back and forward, and this is how many back and forward steps you can do. You can also adjust a background. Now this is going to be an introductory guide, a quick introduction, but if you like it, support our channel, join our channel, support us so that we can create more videos, perhaps a small video course dedicated to this one here, Sculpt GL, and this is the language again, and this is the UI if you want to customize the UI. Right here on the right you have the rendering, which is the way you're gonna see the lights here, the material, the matte cap, and then you have topology. So this is, for example, if you want to increase the details, the quality, the accuracy, you can increase the number of polygons with subdivide, and here you have the number of vertices and the number of faces, which are the polygons in the mesh object. And if you want to know more about all this stuff, you can check other videos in our channel. You can write for questions and also suggestions for other users. Now here in the sculpting and painting panel, this is where you can set up your brushes, and we're just going to see here the standard brush, the standard tool, and essentially you have the radius and the intensity and other stuff. The alpha, you can set up images. This is the symmetry button. If you don't want to work with symmetry, you can deactivate this, but it's really handy to work in symmetry. So you just need to take care of one side, and that's it. You don't need to take care of the other side, so it's going to be faster. So let's just see some of the basic commands. So if you hold the shift key, so you can see it's going to smooth the mesh. So if you think you've done something too strong, you can always smooth it and make it less edgy, more soft. So this is one of my favorite. Now again, if you click with the standard left mouse, you're going to add essentially. So you're going to create more material. If you hold the Alt key, you're going to go the other way. So you're going to subtract. You're going to like create carvings. So here I can create like some space for the eye bulbs, or some cavity. And also you can, let me do it also here, so we can create a nice mouth, so you can see how beautiful it looks. Now when it gets too edgy, you can hold shift and start to smooth, so everything will look a little bit more soft and curvy. And there you go. It's a back and forward process. You can use sculpt and smooth, sculpt and smooth. Now if you hold control, you can let's see that I want to hold control here. This is a mask, so it means that if I'm going to sculpt around here, that part is going to be protected, so I will not be able to sculpt in there. So now when I need to take off the mask, hold Control and Alt together and click and drag with the left mouse, and that's the mask gone away. And then we can smooth this. So you can see you can create also really hard edged effect. Now again, this is just an introduction, is just a quick overview of the software. If you like it, please subscribe, give us your support by joining the channel, and we will create more video guides. But if you want, you will already find many videos about sculpting and painting in different software. You can look for ZBrush in the channel. It's a complete and professional sculpting tool. You can also try with Mudbox from Autodesk. This is a simpler product and can be used again for sculpting and painting 3D. Just it's a smaller and probably easier to use than ZBrush, but it has a lot of like mapping tools for textures, for texturing and mapping. But I think the best one, which means the more complex and the one that has more tools and features, and things for rigging and animating and creating airs and a lot of details. Well, you can create a character from a sphere in ZBrush. You cannot do that in Mudbox, so you need to start again with something um, with a basic mesh, with a draft, and then you add the sculpting, the details, and so on. And you can also try it with Blender. It also has some sculpting and painting tools, which looks really cool, and it's also open source and free. So I think these are the best three options out there, but you have also like other software like Maya. It has its own sculpting tools, Maya 3D of course, and also 3ds Max, which are from Autodesk, and also Cinema 4D. Now, if you're interested in this software, you can find them in the channel, look for them in the channel. And if you want, you can also write us for assistance or to make questions. And well, that's it. If you, again, enjoy the video, please subscribe and join as a supporter. So it will help us to create more videos, more guides about character sculpting and so on. So thank you, and see you in the next video.